everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm India from Life is a Page Turner, and today we're going to be doing a book review and discussion of Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. But first, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that button down below and subscribe to my channel for more book reviews, bookish things, and a little bit of travel mixed in as well. But getting into this book, let me tell you, y'all, I absolutely loved this book. Like, it has been my favorite book of 2018 so far. I am not joking, not kidding, no hyperbole, nothing. Not kidding, the absolute best. I have loved it. So, let's go ahead and break down what this book is about. So, Children of Blood and Bone follows Zélie, who is she is what's called a diviner, which means in her blood she has some sort of magic flowing through her. She's not quite what is called a magi, because when she was really little, the king of Orisha decided that he was threatened by magic and all the powers that goes with it and all the strength that goes with it, and so he decided to get rid of magic and kill all of the diviners, which also included Zélie's mom, and her brother Zane, his mom obviously, as well, who was what was known as a Reaper, which is a division of the Magi, who deal with the dead, the dying, death. And so Zélie has Reaper blood flowing through her body right now, but she's not quite a Magi because there is thought to be no more magic left in Orisha thanks to the king. So, in order to survive, Zélie and Zane help out their dad with fishing, and then they go to the market to trade. And then one day while trading, basically a ruckus breaks out after Zélie scores this huge score with trading. A ruckus breaks out and she starts running and hides, ends up running into a random stranger who asks for help to get out of the market safely because she is running from the royal palace. Little does Zélie know that she has actually now met Princess Amari and is helping her escape the royal guard. During this time, Princess Amari and Zélie then end up running into Prince Anan, and they collide and touch, and Prince Anan and Zélie are forever intertwined with each other, and their fates are intertwined. So basically, Princess Amari has witnessed the death of her maid and / handmaiden, and I think it's just her maid, has witnessed the death of her maid after the king has found a magical artifact to the Magi, which basically once a diviner touches said artifact, their magic comes back, because it's an artifact that cannot be destroyed. And so their magic comes back. And when her servant's magic came back in front of the king automatically kills her. And so that is what sets Princess Amari on this path to try and correct those wrongs of how the diviners and magi are treated in the kingdom. And so Princess Amari has decided to take it upon herself to help bring back magic, and to help bring back equality amongst the diviners and the magi, because basically they are seen as less than dirt. They are seen as maggots amongst the normal people of the world and amongst the royalty. So once this happens, once this whole ruckus in the market happens, it sets off a chain of events that sends Amari, Zélie, Zane, and Anan down their own paths. For Zélie, she has decided her fate is to help Amari go with it, and for Zane, his is to always protect his little sister. And so Zane, Amari, and Zélie, they go on their own adventure to try and bring magic back wherever that may lead them. And Anan has decided that he is supposed to do what he thinks is best for Orisha, and he goes after them to try and stop them from doing what they're supposed to do. Speaking of the cover real quick, basically magi and diviners are easily recognizable by their silver hair. It's something that cannot be dyed at all. It will automatically go back. And then Zélie also has these gray silver eyes. which helps recognize her as well. So I'm gonna leave it at that and just tell you how I felt about this book. The main character, if I go back to what I've been doing, so overall, I think I've already basically told you it's 5 stars. It's a 5-star book. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Overall, it is amazing. And then if I want to talk about my main character, Zélie, she gets 5 stars. She is the true epitome of a strong black female lead, or just a strong female lead. Like, a lot of YA decides what they think is a strong female lead. That isn't actually a strong female lead. It's always someone who has found a way for a man to help them realize their potential instead of realizing the potential they have within themselves. While Zélie has to go on this journey basically by herself because she's the only one who can truly bring magic back. She does have help with her brother Zane and Princess Amari, but she's the only one who can truly do it. And with Zélie, it is so amazing watching her story or reading her story, because it is someone who you really see their struggles and their self-doubts and how they really have to pick themselves back up and keep pushing and to keep going and to keep being strong, and understanding that basically the fate of her people rest on her shoulders and she has to keep making it happen. She's only a young girl, but she has to keep doing what she has to do in order to help save her people. And I think that is just amazing, and I think that a lot of women and a lot of young girls can really relate to that, having pressures and feeling like a lot of pressure is on you. And the way she finds ways to keep going, keep pushing, keep making herself stronger and going, it's just amazing. She's vulnerable sometimes, and we all have our vulnerabilities and we all have our doubts, and she's just such a relatable character. As far as our antagonist, I'm going to give our antagonist 4 stars. I'm going to say that we've got 2 antagonists. I'm going to say we have Prince Anan and the King. King, I want to say Lacan. I hope I'm not saying that right, wrong. And the King, and they are basically our antagonists. But Prince Anan, I think, is my main one because we see him a lot. The book is basically divided up in chapters, either following Zélie, Amari, or Anan through their travels and what they're doing to either bring back magic or take away magic. And so I'm gonna say Anan is 4 stars. He is complicated. He has a lot of things that he has to work through himself and understand himself. Like, he doesn't have the full picture of everything, obviously, because he's only been fed what his dad has told him since he was a child. And since then, he's always been told duty for Orisha, Orisha before self. And so he has a lot to figure out, and he has his own twists and turns, and he brings a different element to the story, and I really, really enjoy this part. The theme of this book obviously is actually, it's not obvious. It's not obvious at all. The theme of this book to me is believing in yourself and believing that you can do more than you think you can. That with each step you can push yourself a little bit harder and a little bit stronger to do what you know is right and to follow your heart. I think a lot about this is following your heart throughout this book. There are other themes and concepts like the whole theme of self-hatred within the Black community. There's a lot of colorisms within the Black community of light-skinned people think that only light-skinned people are pretty and dark-skinned people are not. That's kind of how they feel about magi and non-magi and diviners, and that they are the bottom of the barrel. There's a lot of classism as well between the royals and people who have something, and between the people who live in the slums. There's a lot of different themes that Tomi has put in here that just bring this whole thing together, and I could honestly talk about it for 30 minutes. But I don't know if you'll watch it for 30 minutes, but I could easily talk about everything about this book for 30 minutes plus. But definitely pick this book up. It is amazing. This is such a brief interpretation of this book. please let's talk about it down in the comments or on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Let's talk about it. I want to talk about it because I'm telling you guys, it is my favorite book of 2018. I loved it. But anyway, go ahead and like this video if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. If you are subscribed, thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and thank you for coming back. Don't forget to follow me on all of the socials, which will be linked below. You will also be able to find this book linked below as well, and I hope you read it. I hope you get on it, move it up to the beginning of your TBR pile. Just to let you know, I listened to it a lot on Audible, which was so much fun, and I also read it on my Kindle as well. So y'all, I think that's it for me. So until next time, keep turning the pages.